I'm sorry. But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
It's always sunny in Saratoga.
What the shit is up, everybody? I am Christian Stevens. I'm the loveliest host that there ever was for this show. This is the only host, but we're actually having a few guests finally, but not today. My first guest is going to be TJ Gossard. He's one of my old business partners, one good friend. And hopefully he'll be on the show regularly. Let's just see if we can make it work. But we're trying everything out here. But thanks for fucking tuning in, you motherfuckers. I'm congested as shit. I am very sick. And I'm still here because I love each and every one of fucking you. No, I really am congested as shit. But I don't love each and every one of you. I'm sorry. But that doesn't matter because I'm sure someone else loves you guys. So let's start off with quick commercials so we can get this out of the way. Onit.com. I want you to go to this right now if you're on the computer. Are you listening to me? Go to tryonit.com. www.tryonit.com. Check out the supplements. Check out the badass fucking website and watch the videos that even talk about every supplement and what they do and what they can do for you. Because I can describe it to you, but truly it's kind of hard to describe to you. But go to tryonit.com, click on their the videos that will explain the stuff. I just spent $300 yesterday on, I bought the Total Primate Care package, which is pretty much, it's like every pill that they kind of have mixed in these day packs and these morning packs and these night packs. So you take the pack before you go to work or whatever, and then you take it when you go home, and get to bed type stuff. So it just kind of clicks in and it works with you. And that way you're constantly, so you get it every supplement instead of buying the bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles and bottles and doing it yourself. They just threw it into little packs for you to rip up every day. So we bought that. Also bought bulletproof coffee, which is so fucking badass. Like it extends. I don't know if you guys ever go to Starbucks, but fucking when I go to Starbucks, the high lasts for just a minute. Like you're on your buzz and you're feeling good, and then you crash and it sucks. So either you have to go get another one, which I'm not gonna do, or you go and actually figure out fucking bulletproof coffee. That's what you do. And this stuff extends the shit out of it. I mean, you can honestly stay full. It feels like you're full for 8 hours, which will help you lose weight, which is another cool thing too. But it's got tons of good, most people don't know this, but like Starbucks and those coffee beans and things grow mold on it. Like it's almost poisonous for you, because a lot of their coffee beans and stuff actually end up growing mold. And there's some stuff in this bulletproof coffee that actually, it's not mold at all. And it's also that that has some fatty acids, which are great for you. And it's got all kinds of other, I don't know. You need to click on it and watch it. We also bought Hemp Force, which is a giant protein shake, which is badass. Like it tastes amazing. But not only that, like it's so healthy for you. It's probably like one of the best protein shakes out there on the market right now. It's called Hemp Force. And then we bought Himalayan salt, which is like 250 million fucking years old. And Himalayan salt, the difference between your table salt and Himalayan salt is your table salt has I want to say iodine in it, or I could totally be wrong right now, but I know that it has some stuff in it that it's good for you, but it doesn't have that many minerals for you. And this Himalayan salt, it's actually from the Himalayas, and it's clear up in the Himalayan mountains, which means it's pink. It's cool. It's like pink, and it's like I said, it really is 250 million something years old because it's pollution free. Like there was no pollution back in 250. We didn't have cars, we didn't have airplanes, we didn't have all this oil shit going on. Maybe some pterodactyl shit. But that's really it. That's the only thing that's kind of that polluted it maybe. So it has 81 different minerals, and you can just take a scoop of this, put it in some water, drink it before you go to bed, drink it before you go to work, and it triggers a lot of things for you to. It just speeds up your brain a little bit in certain things. It gets the blood flowing to different places faster. That's all we bought yesterday. But let's see. Actually, we have some other stuff, but fuck it. Okay, so anyways, go to tryonit.com, guys. I'm dead serious. Try it. This is how I am able to do this podcast and to keep it up and going is because of sponsors and people going to these sponsors. If there's, but we're doing fantastic with them. So I just highly suggest that those who haven't tried it, try one bottle. If you don't like that, try something else. There's tons of stuff. There's weights. There's even mace bars. There's the paddle ropes, and there's jump ropes, and there's shakers, and there's so many protein shakes and testosterone stuff too. That's another thing we bought. We bought this stuff called T+, which it's not for my wife. It's really for me, and it just raises your testosterone levels and cancels out more of that estrogen level for males. And it's awesome stuff, dude. It's really fucking cool. Anyways, enough about that. Second one happens to be, which most people don't actually know, but I own a company, and it's called Down the Aisle Vinyl. And this isn't just for weddings. We chose the name because it started out just as weddings about a year ago. We started this company a year ago, me and my wife. We just had a vinyl cutter, started making some badass stickers. And before we knew it, we were doing kick ass. And we sell these on Etsy.com. If you've ever heard of that, it's ETSY. Or you can just go to downtheaislevinyl.com and you can find us there. And that would be badass because we'd love your support and stuff. Let's see. So anyways, check out that stuff. We have tons and tons of stickers. We're always putting up new stuff. This is not just wedding stuff. Again, this is home decor. We can put quotes. Really, we can make whatever the fuck you want. Just combo us, which is just a conversation on Etsy is what it's called. Just send us a conversation of the quote you'd like, the size, the color, those things, and we'll do it, and we'll set it up for you, and we can get it shipped out within 3 to 5 fucking days. So I will get you a promo code here very soon, probably within a few days, and I'll get you guys 10% off for listeners on our stickers. So, yeah, but check out the site, Down the Aisle Vinyl. It'll take you to our Etsy thing, and just let us know what you think. With that, let the show begin. What's up? Okay, after that great small little commercial there, I'm glad you're still listening, you motherfuckers. All right. Well, I was going to teach you how to start a small, successful business, but I feel really shitty right now. Like, I am fucking sick. And I would have to talk so much to tell you how to start a small, successful business. And honestly, that would take a whole podcast, which I don't mind doing, and I'll be happy to do that here soon. But I will teach each and every one of you how to start a very small and successful business. And it's quite easy. It'll probably blow your mind. It's easy as shit. But people don't do it. You got to work hard for it. I guess it's easy once you get things rolling, but it is kind of hard to get rolling. If that makes any sense. Okay. Well, I'm going to teach you 5 money tips. These are my 5 top money tips that, at least of this week, that I could teach you money tips all day, but that I personally use and do, and have done, if that makes any sense. But here we go. Number 1 on our 5 money tips for today's podcast would be, I want you guys to start a money jar. And this means anytime you stumble across a $5 bill in your wallet, on the ground, in your car, anywhere, other than you have to pay someone $5 for some weird reason. This, at the end of the day, when you come home and for some weird reason you have a $5 bill in your pocket because you broke $25 or you broke $20, sorry, you would want to put this $5 bill into a jar, and then you call this your $5 money jar, or whatever you want to name it. And what you do is you stick it either by your bedside, somewhere hidden or whatever, but you need to remember to be putting it in there. And so every time you have a $5 bill in your wallet, imagine it already spent. It's gone, but it's already in your money jar, if that makes sense. Like you want to keep this. This is for you. This is for you to save. And I know that this has worked awesome for my wife and I. We have hundreds and hundreds of $5 bills in a little place, and it really works. It's an awesome tool to use because you want to save and you also want to see your money jar grow. So it's a little brain trick for a minute because you want to spend that, but let it go and then figure out once you save up to $500 or whatever, or maybe $300, $100, start small if you need to. But once you save up to whatever, that money is to go, well, you should split it up. And that's my next tip. And tip number 2, I would love for you guys to start 5 accounts, if that makes sense. I'm realizing right now that I've said that a lot. I'm going to stop saying if that makes sense right now. And if I say it again, I am going to slit my dick. Okay, so 5 accounts. And what this is you're going to split up all of your net income, of course, after taxes, that you bring home in paychecks, you and your girlfriend, you and your wife, you and your dog, you and your boyfriend, I don't know. And what you're going to do is you're going to split it into 5 accounts. 1 account needs to be a fun account, and you should let 10% of all of your money go there. So you could do this twice a week. If you get paid bi-weekly, you could do this once a week. You could do this whenever. But all of the money, you got to imagine, goes into this giant tank of 5 jars. So what you need to be doing is getting your 5 money jars. So let me just explain the 5 ones. There's a fun account. There is a give account, which you can give away, or you can, I don't care what you do. You can give it away to a nice person. You can give it away that's our tip jar, that when we go out to Chili's, we're going to tip someone $50 and they're not going to expect it, and it's really going to make their fucking life. Let's see. I want you guys to there's give, there's fun, then there's savings, which means you don't touch this. This is for investments in a way. Like, this is for you to simply, this jar account is going to only go towards things that have investments. Like a house is an investment, a car somewhat is an investment. But if you go out and buy video games and you go out and buy all these things that are not investments, like a TV, it's not an investment. It's not going to sit there and make money for you, and neither really is the car. I would highly suggest maybe a couch. If you need a couch or something to the house, that would be good. You could put that in there. I wouldn't say it's really investment, but eventually you could sell that back. TV You don't need a TV. Fuck off. Okay. And then what I need you to do is set up another one, and this is going to be your school account. So whether you're going to school and you're going to a university or college or taking night classes, I don't care what you're doing. Or what I personally do is I use that for my books account, which is my smart account. So it's me learning to become smarter. It's my learning. It's my schooling account. So I'll go and spend that percent, which is another 10% of all of the money you add up. It's either 10 or it's 10%. And what you'll do with that is, what I do is I go to Barnes & Noble and I'll get these books that I know are going to school me, that are going to be smart, that I'm going to learn. I'm not buying fucking Twilight books. I'm buying how to be more wealthy and how, alien books. I'm buying these things that I want to learn about, that I can be smarter about. And so those are, your schooling account. That's something that you're going to learn to be very smart in. The next one, I believe, is short-term investments. So those are like you could do, I guess you could do couches, you could do a TV, you could do something you want to earn up to, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm coughing. But what I really need you to do is just, you're going to split these up into 5 accounts. 50% is that's the other one that you're going to need. The one I never told you about. This account is what your bills are, your things, that you must pay for. That means your phone, your house bill, your rent, your car, your insurance, all of those things you cannot live without. Not the fun account, not to go out and do stuff. That's the stuff that has to be covered first. 50% of all of your wealth should go into this account. And again, if you don't have that much, if you have more than 50%, I guess what I'm saying is you can use it as rollover. Like a rollover with, like you take in your money and you'll get let's say, I'll just give an example. Okay, $1,000. 500 of that should be going to your bills, your utilities, your rent, your car insurance, whatever you need. And 50% of that, which is $500, whether my bills for that month are $300 or not, you should keep that money in there to roll over for next month so you can gain and make more. So then you'll stop living paycheck to paycheck, if that makes sense. If you can start to understand that and you could start to master that and stop living paycheck to paycheck, guys, your fucking life will turn a complete 180. It is the most badass feeling to know I can go 4, 5, 6 months without, needing money, paycheck to paycheck type thing. Like, just save your fucking money. That's what's wrong with 99% of fucking America is I think they need these new things, this new shit, that shit. And we're all guilty of it. I understand it. Sure, we're all guilty. We all want new shit. But half of it, you got to remind yourself, is the ego within your chakras. It's you deciding that you want to be cooler than the person next door. It's keeping up with the Joneses. They get a new car, I need a new car. They want this, I want that. I got to be better than them. I got to beat them. It's this joke that you're going to kill yourself. You are going to, honestly, with debt, you will kill yourself. But if you can decide to be smart, and this is a book I'm going to suggest to everyone to go pick up at Barnes & Noble. I need to just affiliate with them because this is a book that will change. It changed my entire life. I don't know if anyone used to follow me on Instagram before, but I used to do this thing called Mr. Young Millionaire. And real quick after I read this book, and I'll name the book right now, it's called The Millionaire Next Door. Right after I read this book, it changed my entire fucking life. Like, for a minute, I was really depressed. I was sad. I was like, oh, everything I wanted and thought I needed and whatever, I don't need and I don't want anymore. What do I want in life anymore? Like, I don't know. But it's the best feeling now because now I realize I have a greater chance of actually becoming a real millionaire, not by buying the Lamborghini, not by doing this, not by buying a $5 million fucking home and a Mastercraft boat and going out to Thailand every year, and stuff. The key is to live below your means. That's my next tip. Pick up the book called The Millionaire Next Door. It will change your entire life. The audiobook, if you're not a big reader, go buy the book. The audiobook is actually on YouTube. You can listen to the entire book online. He'll read it for you. But you need to have the book in your hand to truly understand what he's saying. Otherwise, your subconscious will pick it up, but your conscious brain needs to be aware of this as well. So what you need to do is go pick up the book called The Millionaire Next Door, and it's about The fact that your next door neighbor who drives that minivan, who lives in the same kind of place like you, is more than likely possibly a millionaire, and you have no idea just because he lives well below his means. And what I'm saying with our next tip is that live below your fucking means, America. Like, it's so easy to do. If you make $500, don't spend $500. Live below your means. Imagine rollover minutes. Imagine rollover dollars. That's what it is let it grow and roll over. Just because you have the money doesn't mean you need to spend the money. Save it. Fucking save it. Doesn't mean you need to blow it on new kicks and new... Fuck, I've never shop for clothes. Like, really. And I'm happy with my clothes. I'm fine with them. And I'll shop here and there. But that's like 3-4 times a year ever. And so what I'm saying is live below your fucking means. If you want to be wealthy, wealth is only what you have after your paychecks are already gone. Meaning that you've already covered all of your utilities, your bills, your car payments, your insurance, your fucking electricity, your gas bill, all that shit. It's only what you have left after that. That is what wealth is called. That is the actual dictionary version of it. Is wealth is what you have after your payments are done, after you've already paid all your bills. So how wealthy are you? You got to realize that the money, this life is kind of, it's sad. It is ran by money, but then play the game good. That's all I say. If you can't beat them, join them. Join them. Make money. Save money. Be smart. Don't join the rest of the 99% and just, oh, Obama, it's all his fault. The fucking government. Those guys, they always take my paychecks. No, you dumb fuck. You're out there spending shit to go out to the carnivals and blowing $50 on fucking Nikes that you don't need. And then you need that new t-shirt. And then you need this and you need that. And it's a fucking joke. And then you're going to come and whine and complain and say that Obama's making you do that. You're a fucking dumb fuck. You really are. And I'm guilty of it too. When I was not aware of this, we were all guilty of it. Oh, when I have money, I got to spend money. And half of it is called Your Money Blueprint, which is another book I want to bring up that everyone has to go buy. Get a pen and paper. The first book, again, is The Millionaire Next Door. Buy it. It's by Thomas J. Stanley. Second book is called The Secrets to a Millionaire Mind. I bought this book. I also buy the audiobooks with all my books because I am ADD. But it's a lot easier for me and my conscious and my subconscious mind to pick it up if I'm reading along and if I'm hearing it along. And it makes it a lot easier because I can fly through those fucking books. But the other one is The Secrets to a Millionaire Mind. And I want everyone to buy these 2 fucking books out of what? Oh, your school account. Very good. So set aside some money for this month, this week. If you guys want to be smart and if you want to be happy, what I also want you to do is if you need to buy these books. You really do. Remember, knowledge is power. If you're smarter than your enemy, if you're smarter than the dumb fuck who's trying to start drama with you and fight with you, if you're smarter than him, guess what? You won't fight back. You win because you're smart. It's like fighting a 5-year-old. It's ridiculous. Again, with religion and all this shit, I don't bother fighting with people anymore because they are so dumb fucking stupid. They don't get it. And it's like fighting with a 5-year-old. So I would destroy anyone, but I choose not to because I don't care. Like I really don't care. Believe what you want to believe. Don't ever put your fucking religion down my throat, and I won't push shit down yours. But the fact is, knowledge is power. If you know facts, you're smart. If you know why you believe what you believe, you're smart, and it helps to be factual. To have facts behind you, whereas in most religions have 0 facts. Like there's not one single proof that Jesus Christ has ever lived. Same with the Mormons. There's no DNA. There's not one single proof that any of those places have ever existed. And there's no golden plates. And there's nothing. And yet millions and millions of people follow this shit. But, if the government, the government's lying to us. The government, it's like, you're fucking stupid. Fuck off. Anyways, I am a positive person. I just like to rant on here. I promise you guys, I'm totally a positive person, but I like to rant because we're getting to a pretty weird stage in our life, in like age, in this whole society. What's going on right now? It is kind of getting creepy. It is getting crazy with the NSA and this, that, which happens to be out my fucking window that I can see. I can actually see that NSA building out of my window. Yes, out of here in Utah, I can see it. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. I'm not killing anyone. I'm not murdering anyone. I'm not sending dick pics to anyone. What the fuck do I care? If you're scared, be scared. Freak out. That's great. Okay. But again, do I think it's creepy what they're doing? Absolutely. I think it's fucking retarded. They shouldn't be able to do that, but I'm not going to get much into it because I just respect government and I respect that they'll do what they want to do, and eventually all of them are going to die off, and I'm going to be the president of the United States, motherfuckers. No, I won't. I will never run for that job. But anyways, next tip. I want you to live below your means. I want you to get those fucking books, and I want you to already live as if you are already paying for what you want. Here's a good tip. Here's a story. When me and my wife were looking at buying a house, my first thing was I wanted just to get out, be out ASAP. We're married. Okay, let's get out. Let's go do our thing. Let's go get an apartment. Let's go pay $900 a month to go live in the shitty 2-room apartment that has someone, 1,000 kids below us and 1,000 kids above us, and they're banging around, jumping around, fucking. Anyways, I wanted out of the house, so I decided, hey, well, why don't we go and get a fucking apartment? And then she is brilliant and said, Christian, why the fuck would you pay $900 to go live at some shitty-ass place? Not only that, in a lease, and when we leave, Christian, you will not receive any of that money back. And I said, huh? And then she had to explain it to me more, that pretty much, when you're paying rent, you don't get any of that back when you decide to leave. It's not like you are putting into a giant bucket, and then when you leave, that bucket gets poured out to you. But when she showed me that we could get a house, and again, I'm paying $990 for my house. Did you hear that? $990 for my house. And guess what? Every time I pay my house payment, my mortgage, and guess what? Also, there's a thing called equity, and it's fucking badass. Like, it is badass because the second we leave, anything more, and as our place is already skyrocketing right now, it's awesome. But as we leave, and we decide to move, and we're going to move somewhere else, when we sell that equity plus everything and every dollar we've put into the house, unless it's a shitty time for the, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm fucking sick. But unless we, it's a shitty time that we sell at, which I would not suggest selling right now. Wait for the market to go up. But as the market goes up, guess who will get lots and lots of money? Well, I will. And anyone else who's being smart right now and getting in a fucking home or a townhome or a condo, anything you own, getting something you can own right now, because this market's going to sky fucking rocket and it's going to be kick ass. And here I am at 22 years old. I own a home. I own my own car. I owe, my wife's car's paid off. I did buy a new Honda Civic, but as you'll read in The Millionaire Next Door, Honda Civic is actually the number 2 owned car by most millionaires. Did you hear me? I said that I'll tell you what the number 1 car is. Most millionaires own a Ford F-150, not a Porsche, not a Beamer, not a Lamborghini. When I see people drive those cars or the Mercedes and stuff, I laugh at them because they are paying more per ounce of steel to drive from point A to point B than I am driving from point A to point B. And I paid how much, and I'm getting better gas mileage. And all it is they have a nicer chair. Yeah, their car looks cooler and maybe can go a little faster. That's great. But guess what? The real millionaires understand why and where their money goes to. And that's what I'm saying. Budget your fucking money and look at really the real thing. Forget the ego. Fuck what people think about you and your car. I don't care if you all buy a 1994 Ford F-150 or a fucking 4Runner. I don't give a shit. Just get something with good gas and be smart and just know that it's a resell and also that's easy to fix. Don't go out and buy a fucking Mitsubishi. You just be smart. Be smart with your fucking money. Know where your money is going and know that your money has value to it. Hondas are great for that, but Beamers, they fucking skyrocket down within 3 days, like 3 years, 4 years. You can get a brand new fucking Beamer for a fucking ridiculous price. So again, read these books. It will blow your fucking mind, for real. It will. You'll be mind fucked with how real millionaires live. And when I'm saying real millionaires, what we believe a millionaire is, and I used to believe, again, when I was running my blog, is I would see, the Lamborghinis. And don't get me wrong, fuck, I'd kill to have a Lamborghini. Hell, maybe I'll buy one, when I'm very, very wealthy. But as of right now, I don't need a Lamborghini. They're beautiful. But what I'm saying is, I learned really quickly that the things we see on TV and Kanye West and this shit, they're fucking very wealthy. And so everyone decides, well, Kanye's got it. I need it. They got it. I want it. And it's a joke because that's like not even a percent of America. Like, that is just a ridiculous number that has that kind of wealth, and that's great. And if you have that kind of wealth, do what you want. That's awesome. You worked your ass off for it. Good. But if you want to actually become a millionaire, live well below your fucking means, save your money, own your property. And another good book that I'm going to write down for you guys is The Richest Man in Babylon. Get this fucking book. Again, the audiobook is actually on YouTube, and I would love for every one of you to read this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. If you want to get fucking wealthy, you read this shit. You will learn so much, and you will be happier than a motherfucker. So, with that, I am going to move on to another subject, but those are some money tips. I'm going to add some more next week. I feel like shit right now. Like, guys, I'm kind of just rambling at this point. I understand that. But, I promise next week there's going to be badass shows, and I'll be paying attention. I'll be more alert. I'm fucking just so tired, and I'm congested as shit. Okay, let's hurry in. We'll wrap this up real quick. I want to know what you guys think about the Xbox One / PlayStation 4. What does everyone think? Which one will you buy? Are you going to be smart and save your money? No, I'm kidding. No, you guys are allowed to tell me. I'm not going to give a fuck. Tell me which ones you guys would like better. Would you want an Xbox One, or would you like the PlayStation 4? I know that the PlayStation 4 is almost $100 or $200 cheaper. I'm not sure. But I've never liked PlayStations, to be honest with you. I've loved Xboxes. PlayStations are okay. I just can't get the paddle shit down, and I just never liked it. Plus, I like the Xbox Online experience more. But anyways, with Xbox, I do think the Xbox is badass. I like the Kinect. But it is a ridiculous fucking amount, and it's not that different right now that I can tell from the Xbox 360, other than a little bit of nicer definition and hard drive. And I don't even have satellite TV, so I don't know what the fuck I would need that stuff for. But if you do, I guess that's pretty cool. All right, and you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna sign off with a quick song. I'm gonna start having a song of the day, and then I'm going to sign off, and the night will be done. So here's the song of the day. Again, thank you for tuning in. Guys, I need your feedback. Message me on fucking Instagram. We now have a Facebook page. Hit me up on Facebook if you'd like to be a guest on a show. That would be badass too. I am more than down to listen to each and every one of you, and I want to hear your feedback. What kind of shows? What topics? What things do you want to learn about, hear about? I'm happy to bring it all up. So go ahead and message me on Instagram. And that is, It's Always Sunny in Saratoga. And same, except for on Facebook, it's facebook.com/Saratoga Springs Radio. I figured it's too long to type in on Facebook, so I just went with the shorter Saratoga Springs Radio. Anyways, hit me up there. Let's message. Let's talk. I'd love to hear your comments and questions. I'd love to get you guys on the show. And I think you guys are all badasses. And thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the money tips. If you agree, disagree, let's talk. I'm more than happy to debate about it. But again, when I am doing these podcasts, you got to realize this is my point of view. This doesn't mean this is right. This does not mean this is wrong. This just means this is my point of view, and I am the main character in my own story, and you are all secondary characters in my story. So for me, this is true to me, and this is the things I talk about, but that does not necessarily mean it's right or wrong. So I just thank you all for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and take care.
Passionate intensity. It's a complicated fusion. We are catapulted towards death. The mystique I adore is the beating heart of those who share my life. This is their legacy, in obscene glances, laced in silver. I like riding. I do this to amuse myself. It's my life and I only get one go round. This was the result. Like life, it's tentative, fragile and halting. And these are the memories, gorgeous. And welcome home.
It's always sunny in Saratoga.
Good evening. Tonight has been a wonderful experiment of human contact. A symbiotic relationship between man and machine and you. The human brain is capable of millions of connections. Each one is a memory, an event. Tonight shall be remembered not by one, but by thousands of these relationships. As you leave here tonight, close your eyes and travel back to here, to now. And always remember that this was one moment. You were not alone, and you felt something that thousands of others had felt, and it was love.